Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and this is your girl Kagazambadi, the one and only. And as you can see down below, this is a story time about the time I went through his phone and the relationship ended. Yeah. And this was actually, I think, 2018. Yes, 2018 when this incident happened. So don't like puzzle everything. Like, I'm not talking about the person, my present partner that I'm with right now. This is something that happened in the past, like in 2018. And ngoba nini, you guys, hey, you watch, the whole nation watched. Hey, does English say watched? But yeah, khona lapho nayibukela igirl iba leader amandla clownville. Yeah. But anyways, like, we're not there right now. We'll just talk about what happened. So we're in a relationship with this person, like ever since I think I was in high school. Hey, so okay, we're dating, but then sometimes like there'd be like breakups in between, things like that, and we get back together, like nigga just had a hold over me, like I couldn't get over him, like we were just, those relationships you can't define why did you keep on going back, and now you don't know, you can't even say why, yet you are being made a clown nini, but you still go back. Why did you go back? I don't know. Do I know? I don't know. So anyways, let me sip. So this is what happens. I think it was I don't remember what day it was exactly, but my best friend at that time were at, I think, a party. It wasn't really like a party. It was like an adult thing, children, everything. And then he texts me, he's like, come over, like, at my place. I'm like, I'm with my best friend though. He's like, no, it's cool, come with her, because I have friends over, like, I just want us to just chill, yabo, and everything. And I hadn't seen him like in the longest time, because we had just been fighting and whatnot. So I'm like, okay, cool, I will come over. He's like, bring drinks and everything. And I was like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna bring juice because I don't want to be drinking at this point. And then he's like, oh, okay. So we take a cab, we go, because it's like, I'm already drunk, like I can't drive and come pick you up, so just take a cab to be safe and whatnot. I'm like, cool, sharp. My best friend and I take a cab. We go to his house. When we get there, okay, he opens the gate and everything. Oh, what happened was, when we got to the gate, because his gate was like the ones that you those remote control kind of gates. Yeah, but those kind of gates. So we're waiting now. Like, I'm beginning to be impatient because, like, the cab driver can't leave us at the gate, without knowing that someone is coming to get us, and we're safe. So now we're waiting and we're calling him and he's not picking up. And then eventually he does pick up. I'm like, we're outside and the cab driver needs to go. And he's like, oh, okay. We still standing at the gate, and then he shows up. He pays the cab. We go inside. All right, sharp. when we get there, like it's a vibe, it's just chilled, everyone's there, we're there, it's cool. So we're chilling and everything. So like, I won't say that he didn't hate my best friend, but my best friend was too hyper. Like, if you know my ex-best friend at that time, 2018, yo, she's so hyper, and he was hyper also, but he was just like, "Ah, that girl's too hyper, So okay, my best friend gets there and she starts touching things, and he's like, oh, please don't touch that, please don't touch that. Stroke one, I'm mad. Like, why are you all over my best friend? Like, she's not a kid, she's not gonna break anything. Like, she's just looking and admiring and stuff. Like, why are you like, oh, please don't get close to that? I'm like, but you know what, anyways, cool, sharp, it's fine. We drink our juice, they drink their alcohol, it's fine, it's popping, we're chilling. And then as we're chilling, oh, he's like, we can watch a movie, and his TV and what are connected and what, so we can just do that via like Wi-Fi and stuff like that. So we're trying to figure that out. Whilst we're doing that, we're trying to like figure out sleeping arrangements. What's okay? Like, how is everyone going to sleep at this point? Because there's just so many of us. And he's like, oh, we'll figure that out when we go to bed. I'm like, okay, cool. So okay, right, sharp, we go to the kitchen, like we're hungry people at this point, and they're like, let's cook meat and whatnot. I'm like, yo guys, it's rather too late to be cooking meat at this point. I don't remember like if it was goat meat or beef, but like, guys, those two types of meat, and I was just so hungry at that point. So I was just like, yo, you know what, like I'm gonna grab whatever, like, yeah, like don't worry yourself. And he's like, okay, cool. So okay, now we're back in the sitting room, like we just okay, we're just chilling and jamming. It's cool, it's fine. Now his friend is like eyeing up on my best friend, and my best friend comes at me. She's like, this dude is all over me, and I'm not getting it. Like, what is up with this guy? I'm like, well, they didn't tell me. She's like, when you didn't tell me about my matchmaking. I'm like, that's not what he said to me. Like, if ever this guy is after you, like, it's just because he wants to be after you. Like, I don't know anything. And then we're cool, we're fine, we're hanging out, okay. And then it's time to go to bed, right? We have to sleep. I think it was like 3 a.m. in the morning or something like that. So we're all tired, we want to sleep. Okay, we all like find comfortable sleeping arrangements, cool, sharp, we sleep. In the morning when we wake up, okay, everyone is awake, okay, cool, sharp. And then the guy, I don't want to call him Bay, hell no, I don't know what I can call him. I'll call him, what name can I give to him? I'll call him, like, I'm literally staring at my other phone trying to figure out like something. Yo, like Angati, what can I call him? Hey, oh my goodness. Okay, let's just call him Cap, because I can't think of a name. So Cap and his friend are like, okay, we need to go and buy something for breakfast because the fridge is empty, and I know we are all not in the mood of cooking. I'm like, man, okay, cool, sharp, you and Cap can go. I mean, you and your friend can go. I say to Cap, okay, they leave. When they leave, Cap forgets his other phone, because Cap has 2 phones, I think. Was it 2 or 3? But he has 2. Excuse me. Whew. So Cap has 2 phones. He forgets his other phone in the bedroom. Like, I had not noticed that he forgot his phone. So okay, right, my best friend is like, you know what, like, let's be nice people, because this place is just messed up and everything. Like, let's try to just tidy it up, not go to like send a hardcore cleaning, go to vele makoti vibes, hell to the no. Let's just like leave it tidy, yabo. I'm like, okay, friend, sharp, let's do that. We tidy up the place, we wash the dishes and everything. Okay, it's cool. And now I'm like, let me just go to his room, like, and try to tidy up there. I go. As I'm tidying up, like, I'm looking at the wardrobe and I'm seeing things. I'm like, this does not belong to me. What is this? And I'm like, you know what? Like, I really don't even want to get into that at this point. Because the relationship, like, it was already like my on and offs and everything. And in as much as I wouldn't want to have admitted that I really liked him, you know. So I just felt like, let me just not focus on this right now. Hayi, iqhubeka iclinic yawo. Iyacleana phela igirl, iyaclinic yawo, ifuna uku-impressa. Iyafolda ibed, iyabeka ama-cushions, ama-continentals. Hey, yeah. Woo, Lord. Somandla. Hey, siyadlala, siyadribulishwa la ngaphandle. Yeah. So, guy, igcebe umbhede and everything. And then I hear tung. I'm like, Gaibo, that's not my phone. I shout at my best friend who's like in the living room. I'm like, yay, your phone. And then she's like, what? My phone is empty. Like, I don't have battery. I'm like, oh, okay. Whose phone is it? And then it had fell like over the side of the bed. So I'm looking under the bed. I'm like, oh, it's the phone. I'm like, oh, it's Cap's phone. And I'm like, okay. Here I am, sitting down on the floor, trying to figure out a password. It's okay. Like, it's any password data. Like, at this point, I need to figure out, like, what the password is, because I need to see. Like, I had never, ever in my whole life went through or gone through a man's phone, because, like, friends and everything had just told me never to, because you're going to hurt your feelings and everything. It's mina never shall never. Hell no. So, like, it has a pattern. So I'm trying to think of all his side chicks, his girlfriends. Like, I'm trying, man. All their letters, their surnames at this point. Because I knew. Like, I knew each and every... Okay, not each and every, but, like, I knew, like, his girlfriends that he was, like, kind of consistent with, that he spent time with, like, his side chicks and everything. I won't say... Okay, let me not say side chick, let me just say his girlfriends. Because, hey, you never know with the guy. You will think you are the main. Ganier, girl, you are the supporting cast of the whole relationship. So, guy, I try. Eventually, I opened the thing, the pattern, and I used, like, I started use, because I had used everyone else's letters for, like, their names. I hadn't tried mine, so I tried mine eventually. And one of my names, like, one of the letters of my names works. It opens up. I'm like, okay. Ntombazana, sebenza ke, sebenza. And everyone that knows me knows low-key that I am low-key FBI. Like, you cannot hide anything from me. So I knew, whatever that I would find on the phone were things that, like, I suspected or already knew. So, like, I felt like nothing was going to be new at this point. Like, it was just be like, okay, so this is actually true. I go through the phone and I'm like, the first thing I'm going to open up is WhatsApp. And I kid you not, the first, I think, 40 messages were all from girls. All from girls. I kid you not. There was no male that was texting from that phone. I think maybe that was his relationship phone. I don't know if there's such a thing as a relationship phone, but I think that was his relationship phone. So I kid you not, it was just girls from the beginning, and I was opening the text and it was hearts. Some girls didn't even say hi. But I'm getting a nude. It's yeah, girls. Mantombazana. But I'm not judging anyone. Like, and the most painful part was I saw girls that even knew that me and him were dating and would, like, literally hype me up on Instagram about the whole relationship and be like, oh my goodness, you guys are so cute, and post things and whatnot and tag me. And Jay, like, I was so shocked. It was okay. these people were low-key keeping tabs on me just so they know if I'm with him, so they can go and be with him if I'm at home, things like that. And I was like, okay, I'm shook. Because at this point, I knew that, like, maybe, like, his main stirrings, were like some other girl who's not from Swaziland, like not from our country. And it was some other girl who was, like, within our country, whom he had started dating, I think, before me. And when we got together, I think they had broken up, but got back together in the process of us dating. So it was just like those two girls that I knew. It's okay, yeah, like, but they weren't doing nothing to me, because like his other girl like tried to do some type of thing in town, and I was like, girl never did anything. I'm like, okay, you can't be all talk and no action. I'm ready. Come, yiza ntombazana, ndi ready mna. Yiza. Fifi nini nani, no coming. Like, anyways, okay, I'm trailing away now. Back to the story. So okay, I'm going through his phone, and I just see so many girls, and my heart just started breaking. It just started breaking, because in as much as I knew this person was a player, but I just kept on going back because I felt like I loved him at the time, and I felt like he would change. I felt like maybe he was the kind of person that he is because of the situation, that he was just surrounded by so many people. And maybe, like, if ever, he'd just outgrow it. Sometimes you feel like, a guy is just he'll outgrow it. But that nigga never outgrew anything. So I'm sitting at this point and I'm just sad. Like, my heart is breaking. I'm like, oh my goodness, this guy. So many girls. Like, what have I been doing? Like, I've wasted years of my life in this relationship. Like, what? And I think the biggest bomb of everything was when I went through his phone. Like, okay, I saw girls, I saw chats, I saw videos. Oh my goodness, there's this part where I saw pictures that he had posted, and I was just on some, oh babe, that's a nice outfit, the place is so beautiful, who are you with? It's like, the usual, my gents and everything, only to see pictures then on his phone with some other girl that I had suspected that he was dating from her Instagram posts. And I saw that they were literally at the same place at the same time, and they were together, and there were pictures of them like kissing and stuff like that. And I was like, what? You can't be serious. You can't be serious. Nigga, you can't be doing this to me. I'm like, what? So at that point, I'm like, yeah, mjolo zokulimaza, mjolo zokukhathaza wena. Hey. So now I'm there having like a mini heart attack. Like, I am this close to dying. I'm in tears, babe. Like, my best friend walks in. She's like, what's wrong with you? I just gave her the phone and she went through it. And I'm like... And we saw people that we knew. Like, people that were so nice to me. People that were trying to befriend me and everything. And it came as a shock. Okay. Clown. Like, Aziye, take me for a ride. Clown leader. Whoever. I'm like, you know what, it's okay, cool, sharp, cool, right, it is what it is. It's fine. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'm still going through his phone. And then at some point I see a picture of him and I see a baby. I'm like, what is this? And like, his friend had a baby earlier on. So I just figured, it's probably like his friend's baby and whatnot. So it's cool, it's sharp. I get over that, so now I'm just sad. So he comes back and I just lock the phone and I put it back on the table. And the first thing he noticed when he got back to his room was that I was just sad, And he's like, babe, what's wrong? I'm like, nothing. Nothing is wrong. I was like, no, Nana, talk to me. I hate being called Nana, like, from the, because at some point, like, on his WhatsApp, I realized, like, we were all being called the same thing. Like, I was called nokuthi mina ngibe baby, lo munye abe sweet, lo munye abe ngusithando sami, lo munye abe what. Like, you can't call us sonke ngegama linye. Sure. Yeah, boys, the other gender, guys. So he's like, what's wrong? Talk to me. I'm like, there's really nothing to talk about. Like, I'm fine. He's like, no, Pella, if there's something wrong, we need to fix it. What. I'm like, you know what? Nothing's wrong. Can you please take a shower and take me home? Because I want to go home. And he's like, but it's early in the morning. Like, I thought we agreed you're going to leave in the evening. I'm like, yeah, change of plan. Can you please take me home? He's like, okay, let me take a shower. And he's like, please pick out clothes for me. Yo, at this point, I'm picking out the clothes and I'm just so mad. Like, I'm pissed. I want to go home. Because I saw what I saw. Like, I cannot unsee what I saw. So I want to go home. So I pick out the clothes and everything. And then it's like, so you're not going to eat even? I'm like, no, you're sharp. Like, I just want to go home. He's like, okay. And then he drives me. Like, on the way, he's asking me like silly questions. He's like, which route should we take to town? I'm like, you know what? You have never asked me which route we should take to go to town. It's not really important. Just drive and take me home. He's like, oh my goodness, why are you so rude? What's wrong with you? And then he asked my best friend, what's wrong with her? And my best friend is like, I don't know. Ask her. And I'm like, yo, you know what? No, like, I am worth so much. Like, I cannot. I've been pulling through this for like years, thinking this person would change, this person would just appreciate me, this person would just see that I am good enough, he doesn't need all these women in his life. But clearly I was wrong. And if anything I learned from that situation was, a person changes for who they want to change for. Like, if you keep on asking for things from a man and he doesn't give you those things, it's because he doesn't want to, not that he can't, you know. And if you have to ask for basic things in a relationship, that's like a red flag. You should go pack your things, honey. Like, it's time to go. So he drops me at home and he's like, so bye, I love you, what. And I'm just there like, yeah, love you too. And he's like, Wena, what's wrong? Like, since when are you like this? I'm like, Yati, can we just not talk about it? Like, I just want to go home. Oh, I skipped a part. When we are on our way home, like, we had to drop my best friend like at her house first before he drove me home. And then when he jumps off, no, when my best friend jumps off the car, she's like, bye. She says, like, to me, she's like, bye. Because we always did that, like, kisses on the air. And then he's like, bye. I'm like, what? Ini? Yani? Did you just, what? I'm like, no. That is when, like, that made me even more mad. Like, at this point, you can't be saying to my best friend. Like, I don't care if it was a joke. Like, you just can't. I don't know, maybe I'm extra, but at this point, you just can't. So it's cool, sharp, ne? Then he drops me off and then he says, I love you, whatever. I'm like, yo, can I just go? And then I get home. When I get home, my phone had been flat like since the previous day, and I have like this rule, I don't really use my phone when like I'm with a person that I'm dating, because I just feel like it's disrespectful, so I just don't use it. So when I get home, I charge my phone up and I open it and I find texts from some girl who knew me. Naya, she had tried to befriend me, you know. Gani, she was friends with another girl that was dating Cap. So I got a text from the girl. She's telling me, did you know that Cap has a child? I'm like, Cap has a child with who? And she's like, yeah, with some other girl. You didn't know. Funny how you think that you and Cap are, you know, nje, like me thick and thick, like you. And I'm like, what child are you talking about? And she's like, yeah, Cap has a child. And I asked Cap's best friend, I'm like, dude, don't lie to me at this point. Does Cap have a child? And he's like, yeah, Cap has a child. I'm like, but why didn't he tell me? And now I am remembering the picture that I saw on his phone. I'm like, but this guy, like, you don't even have the audacity to tell me, you know what? Whilst we were dating, I went out and got some girl pregnant. You know? Like, I feel like I should have heard it from him rather than hear it from someone else, you know. And Cap was like close with so many people that I knew, and like one person just told me, you know what, like he didn't want to hurt your feelings, that's why he didn't tell you. I'm like, you know what, my feelings are hurt either way. Like it's even more painful to hear from other people than to hear from Cap. It really doesn't make sense. So I'm just crying, like I'm not okay. I'm like, yo, I text Cap, like, yo, I'm good at paragraphs, hey. I write him the longest message probably that I've ever written, and I'm like, dude, how you gonna do me like this? Like, why? Ngendeni? What did I do to deserve this? Like, I try to be the best person that I can be. And Jay, like, I'm always there for you. Like, what more? What more? What more? Like, yin boshoda ngayo. Okay, never get whatsoever. How do you go on and have a child and not even tell me about it? And I have to find out from best friend your side yako. Like, why would you do that? And yo, I just said a lot of things. I'm like, you know what, I hope you burn in hell, like Jay. Or like and I started like bringing up like all the stories from since the day we started being together, like from years back, bringing like from since the first girl that he'd been dating behind my back, and all these girls are like, I saw everything, bruh. I saw everything. Like, I can't unsee what I saw. And Jay, you know what, like, but like, I didn't break up with him. I didn't end things and was like, yo, it's over. I just told him everything, which, you know what, like, me, yo, I'm broken. Like, what I just found out is no joke. But like, anyway, so that is how, guys, the relationship ended, over me going through his phone. And I thank God, because what if I had not gone through his phone? Like, I'd still, but I doubt I'd still be in the relationship. None of my English bundles, man. Like, I doubt I'd still be in the relationship. I would have probably left over some other reason. But I'm just so glad that I left at the time that I left. I feel like I should have left sooner, because the signs were there, the red flags were there, but I'm just too much of a forgiving person. And I can't even tell you why I kept on going back, when I knew this person is not going to change. But yeah, it was rough. Like, it was, I was in the deep, bruh. Like, I felt like that was another thing that kind of added on to my depression, because I had invested so much in the relationship, in the person, my time and everything, and I had really thought that it was going somewhere, and as much as I was not in a rush, but I had thought it was going somewhere. And the things that he had just put me through, like all of these girls and lying, Jay, like, it was too much for me. So I was like, yo, you know what, let me just walk out of this. Hey, fast forward to 2019. Auntie, I sent him a longest text. Wait. Auntie, I sent him a longest text. Fast forward to 2019. The right and the bright. I think I was in town. Yeah, I was in town with the person that I was dating. Yeah, I got into a relationship. So, yeah. So, I'm in town. Okay, sharp. Well, I'm with the person that I'm dating. So, right, so sharp's bright. He's taking pictures of me, ne? I was looking good that day. Like, I was on some other. Bendi baba wovutumlilo namazamba. Ne. Woo. So, I was hot, guys. Bendi baba. Showcase. So, okay, he's taking pictures of me. He's taking pictures of me. And then Cap drives by. And he's like, can I come take a picture with you? And I don't know how, I kid you not, we were wearing the same jackets and the same color of jeans, to an extent that it just looked like relationship goals. And that person that I was dating got pissed and thought Uti was still, because our relationship was back and forth. So each and every person that I dated had that fear that he'd just come back and I'd just take him back. So now he's like, can I take pictures with you? I'm like, no, like, you can't do that. He's like, hi, baby. I'm like, hey, yeah. I'm like, well, that doesn't work on me anymore. Maybe it used to, but it doesn't work on me anymore. So I'm not taking pictures with you. And that was just it. That was it. But now, like, I've moved on with life, really. Like, I don't hate him. I don't hate anyone. Like, I'm cool. Like, you did what you did. I felt how I felt. We move. I live. You live. So it's really cool. Like, we're cool. Like, I have nothing against him. We're cool. We're sharp. But we're not friends. We're cool, though. We're cool. But I just don't like the mentality that he has, that he can just creep in back into my life. Like, as and when and how he wants. Of which, like, no, you can't do that. Like, no. No, that was then. Now is now. You cannot be doing that. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning into this video and watching my story time. I hope you enjoyed it. And guys, don't listen to people, Fine, don't go through a man's phone, but sometimes you really have to. Sometimes it will save you. Sometimes you will find things that you needed to find in order for you to leave that relationship that you have been in that is clearly not going anywhere. Like, it literally feels like you're on a first date for like years because it's really not going anywhere. It's like a happy anniversary, cool shop, but where are we going? Hours now. Magna location. So guys, if you need to go through that phone, go through it. You may never know. May be a lifesaver situation, just like it was for me. But anyways, guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning into the video. Please like my video, please subscribe, and please come back. Do come back, of course, come back for more content. And I love you. Bye.